What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we're going to be bantering about MLB and an expansion and where it could possibly be. It's been reported that Major League Baseball is considering and looking into potentially expanding from 30 teams to 32 teams in the next few seasons. Now, with that, there are going to be several locations that could possibly be a home for a new expansion team in Major League Baseball. That being said, there are a few cities that we're going to look at today, 5 in particular, that could very easily be home to a new team. Now, with that, some of these may actually end up being the new home for existing teams. We know that there's ongoing stadium issues with the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. So there could be moves that are made from certain ball clubs, certain teams already to one of these potential 5 spots. But there could also be completely new additions in one of these 5 spots or 2 of these 5 spots. So we're going to get into the list that I have here of 5 cities we could see Major League Baseball teams either relocated or added to. We begin with number 1. Now, the number 1 and most likely destination, in my opinion, is Las Vegas, Nevada. I think that with the rise in gambling and sports betting and the addition to Major League Baseball that it is now, there's no doubt about it, Vegas is going to be a place that gets added to the list. Whether we see the Oakland A's make the move that the Oakland Raiders did and move to Vegas, or if we see a completely brand new team added to the list, Las Vegas to me is a very easy place for Major League Baseball to kind of put their spikes in and really start to build from. I think that there's a lot of potential in terms of a revenue stream and ability to have a team in Las Vegas, and I think Major League Baseball looks at it the same way. An article on The Athletic has been put together about several different places, and Las Vegas is one of those places. To me, there's a ton of sense being made there, especially again with the addition of sports betting in Major League Baseball to see a team in Las Vegas. Now, the second location that we're going to discuss was a previous one, and that is the Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Yes, we had the Montreal Expos in Major League Baseball as recently as 2004, before they moved to Washington and became the Nationals. I think that there's very easily a market to go back to in Montreal. We see it during spring training when the Blue Jays go to Olympic Stadium in Montreal to play an exhibition game before the regular season starts. There's a ton of intrigue, a ton of hype for another team coming out of Canada. I think that there's an opportunity for Montreal to be another huge market for Major League Baseball. Bringing back the Expos would be huge for Major League Baseball. I think there's a big opportunity to be able to re-solidify and expand the market in Canada with making Montreal another home for potentially another baseball team. Now, number 3 on my list is Nashville, Tennessee. Now, we know that there's already a contingent being led by Dave Stewart, former Oakland A's pitcher, to bring baseball, Major League Baseball, to Nashville, Tennessee. I think there's already a market there for that. We know that Vanderbilt puts out some of the very best Major League talent, and there's easily a market to put Major League Baseball in Music City. To me, there's already a fan base that could be just chopping at the bit to be able to really sink their teeth into their own major league team. I think that with the vibrant city that it is there in Nashville, you have an opportunity to put Major League Baseball in another market that it has not already been built into. Think about it this way, and you're able to really solidify a major sports team coming out of Nashville, Tennessee. There's no doubt about it that you have already the makings of a major league team coming out of where the best college program comes out of. So for me, Nashville, Tennessee is a very easy location to put another Major League Expansion team. Now, number 4 is Charlotte, North Carolina. The Queen City could easily hold a baseball team. I think there's a ton of potential interest in building a team in Charlotte, North Carolina for Major League Baseball. Yes, it's a somewhat untapped market because there's a lot of space between the Baltimore Orioles and the Atlanta Braves. Being able to solidify another spot, another location to build out a Major League Baseball fan base, to me, makes a ton of sense. When you look at what Charlotte could be for a team, it really could be a completely untapped market in Major League Baseball, an overlooked market. Yes, it's another team added to kind of the Eastern Division, if you will, in Major League Baseball, but there's a ton of just potential in terms of population. And when you have that ability, you have a ton of population on the Eastern Seaboard, you have a potential for a ton of revenue as well. And we know Major League Baseball is already a billion-dollar industry, but it could even grow even higher, even further with a team in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the fifth location that we're going to discuss today is Omaha, Nebraska. Now, it may seem quite weird to have a team in Omaha, but the simple fact is that is where the College World Series is played. Being able to kind of pair Major League Baseball with the College World Series, to me, is just a match made in heaven. I think there's an opportunity for Major League Baseball to kind of tap into that market, the middle of the country, another team in the Central Division, and really solidify an opportunity to kind of blend the two worlds together. Baseball, Major League Baseball, and college baseball. Kind of pairing the two, marketing the two around one another in kind of a cooperative way, to me, is a big potential market for Major League Baseball. Yes, there's going to be a ton of eyes on the College World Series each and every single season in terms of Major League scouting, but you can bring more attention to the college ranks from casual baseball fans by having a Major League team in the same area, the same place. To me, that's a very big market that MLB could potentially look to when expanding in the future. Now, that being said, there are several other locations that could easily be added to the list. We know that Portland, Oregon is a potential market that's already being looked at. We could have an international flavor with, somewhere in Mexico, whether it's Mexico City or somewhere like San Juan, Puerto Rico. You also have the ability to add to different places that may not have been otherwise tapped. Salt Lake City in Utah, New Orleans, Louisiana. There's a ton of places, and potentially my kind of holdout hope for having a team in Cooperstown, where the National Baseball Hall of Fame is, having a team right up the street. So, ton of places. Let me know down in the comments where you would like to see a Major League Baseball expansion team head to, where exactly the team would be located, and what would you call that team. Let me know that down in the comments, or you can find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball, and we can keep the conversation rolling. As always, if you want to show more support for us here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast, you can head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com. We have a ton of promo codes you can use to save on any of our merchandise. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Check out laracuenteledger.com for new articles every day from us here at the Baseball Banter Broadcast on the world of Major League Baseball, as well as a ton of other things. So keep it locked in as we try to continue growing this baseball community, this baseball family here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast, by hitting the subscribe button and the bell for post notifications each time we drop a new broadcast here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast, covering the latest news, notes, and my personal thoughts, theories, and opinions on the game of Major League Baseball. Peace.